Hey guys, Connor Kokona here, and we're back after a while. And today we are going to be making a tier list again, specifically of 100 girlfriends who really, really love you, and doing a girlfriends tier list. So I had been wanting to do this for a while, and especially once the anime started coming out, I wanted to do it earlier, specifically because I wanted to like be less biased based off of the anime because I don't know. I think the anime makes some characters better than others. Although, never forget, all girlfriends are bangers. But nonetheless, we'll just go ahead into it. So, Chad Taro, he gets his own tier. Let's just get that out of the gate. I mean, he's the best character. I know the girlfriends list, but I mean, these are basically all the characters. There aren't really any characters in this manga besides these ones. They're all nameless, essentially. I think even in the first episode of the anime, he was calling him like a nameless friend or some shit, you know? So, yes. So, I'll see. I would like to do... Yeah, we'll do order of his girlfriends, like, when he went out. So I have to kind of look for them. So first is Hakari. Hakari, I think, sets a good standard. Like, she's a solid B tier. I don't think her character's anything fantastic. I mean, like, Shadi's just kind of horny. That's her character. And more power to her, I guess, for that one. But she's also not bad. Like, I don't dislike her. I don't think she's a bad character. I don't, like, wish she wasn't in it. But at the end of the day, she's also not really, like, a great character. But a banger would be Miss Karane or Karane. I'm Japanese names. I'm a white boy. Okay, I got that white boy fucking like. I don't know Japanese. I can't learn languages in general. That's me failing a Spanish class or almost failing one in my college. But her tsundere thing is so overplayed. It's fun, and the fact that, you know, the characters all around her can like recognize how obviously tsundere she is great. I think it's just entertaining, and she kind of sets a good standard of a lot of the future characters in the show, of how they're like so over the top and silly, and like how everyone around them is just like, what the fuck? Like, you're all a bunch of weirdos. So good character. I like her. I would say the same goes to Shizuka over here. I think she's very cute. I think a lot of her stuff is really fun. Like when she'll just like float away because she's supposed to be like small and frail. Fun. I think she's cute. Definitely one of the cutest of all of them. But the reason I said that I didn't want the anime to come out, or specific episodes, was because Nano is S tier. She's always been my favorite. Since I first saw her, I loved her. Best girl in my opinion. I think her episode of the anime was the most recent one that came out at the time of recording this. I don't know exactly when I'll get edited and uploaded, but at the time of recording this, her episode was the most recent one that came out, and it was a banger episode. I mean, just was fantastic. Super overplayed, super hilarious, and also super cute. Fantastic episode. So that's kind of why I wanted to not do it, but I mean, hey man, when I see perfection, you know, you can't expect me to be blind to it. Now, the first girl that I don't really like that much is going to be Kusuri? Kusuri? However you say her name? I have their names pulled up over here because there's no way I ain't Chad Taro over here remembering all of them. But she's annoying. No other way about it. And the fact that she's like made to be like an 8-year-old? Or like she's like in the body of an 8-year-old? Wow, that's a little weird. And she's not like her old drugs thing. And oh my, I'm not gonna lie, the yep shit is annoying. I'm sorry, that shit's so annoying. Just cannot stand it. I don't like her that much. I don't know if she's a very popular one, so I don't know if it's like a controversial one to say that. But I don't really like her. Now we get Harari. But this time, oh no, Harari, not Hakari, and I'd say she's the same as her daughter. In some ways, she's kind of more annoying, but because she's like a MILF and really hot, it's like, ah, shit, yeah. And like the idea of him bagging the daughter and the mom at the same time is like, okay, you gotta put some respect. That's a banger. That's a banger. Next is Karumi. Karumi is one that I don't really care for a ton either, but I don't feel like that negative towards. I think she's cute at times, but also kind of annoying at times either, but not nearly as annoying as Kusuri over here. But yeah, like I don't feel that strongly for her, but I don't really feel positive towards her. Next is Mei-san. I think she's really cute. I think she's fun when she's in the manga. Like her. I don't think there's a ton to say. She's just a strong option. After that is Iku. I think her whole like liking being hit thing is really hit or miss. Sometimes I do find it funny. Other times not so much, you know. It's not always perfect. But for the most part, I think she's been a good addition to the manga. I don't really dislike her. Now we have good old Miss Perfection, Mimi. Three Mimis over here. I like her. I think she's a fun character. I think she's attractive as well. And I think her and Nano are like kind of the ones that interact the most. Like they have the most interactions with each other, because like Nano is supposed to be like perfect, and she's all about perfection because, you know, she's got everything down to the last detail, and she's best girl. So they interact a lot. So because of that, I don't know, I just kind of like her. I don't feel like super strongly for her though, but I do like her. I think good A tier in my opinion, solid A tier. Meme is kind of in between an S and an A for me. I'm just gonna go with S because I don't think I'm gonna have actually very many S's. And I feel like I'm going to have a lot of A's. So we're going to just put her in S. Is she as good as Nano? No. Nano is best girl. I mean, she could almost belong in Chad Taro. But she's not him. So, trust me, my pronouns are he, because I will never be him. But, I like her. I think her little disappearing thing is always really fun. And I like how she does the little stuffed animals. I think she's just a very endearing character. She has a lot of heart to her. I don't know. I think she's just very cute. And she's very different from a lot of the other girlfriends who are very loud and bombastic. She's the exact opposite. And I just kind of like that. You know, I feel like she has a very good dichotomy with most of the other girls. After that is, Chio, the cousin. I don't know, I just don't really like her. And her, like, I don't know, normally like an incest thing I'd be like into as a domestic girlfriend connoisseur. But I don't know. I don't feel it with this one. Like, she's kind of not an interesting character. I think her only draw is that she's like cousins. And then like get over. The problem with this one is like normally like cousins like being in a romantic relationship would be like, oh my gosh, that's. But I mean, this guy's already like fucking 11 timing at this point. I mean, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12 timing. He's 12 timing by this point in the manga. Like, what? You think a little bit of incest? Jeez. No. Incest does not... This guy is sleeping with 12 different girls. Incest is the least of the issues, frankly. I mean, it adds on. But he's also Chad Taro, so, you know, he can bear that sin. But yeah, easily my least favorite girl. She'll probably be the only F as well. Because, like, all these other characters, for the most part, I wouldn't want them out of the manga. I'd be okay if Shio was not in the manga. Any chapter that focuses on her, I don't really enjoy. I think they're whatever. I think there was one relatively recently. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember it was kind of a snoozer. I mean, that's why I don't remember what happened. Was because it was such a snoozer. But moving on, we have Nadeshiko, Miss America. Probably C. Above her for sure in C. She's very close to B. Because sometimes she just says really dumb shit, which is funny. But then other times she's just like there, you know? She just kind of exists. I don't feel it very strongly. I don't know. Next is Yamame. She's a C as well. I don't know, I feel like she was more charming early on, but, like, she's kind of just been put on the back burner, I feel, a lot of times. like, she hasn't really had time to shine lately. And, like, the General Giant thing was neat, but I don't know. I don't think it's as interesting as the other characters above her. I don't think her quirk is as entertaining or as interesting as any character that's above her. But I don't dislike her either. Momiji, I would say, is a B tier. I haven't really been her. I think they're all kind of, these are all the same level of B tier. If I had to say, I might at the end, I might go through and actually organize where they belong. But yeah, I like her. I think she, like, her whole, like, groping thing can get annoying. But I don't think it does very often. And besides that, I think her character design is kind of cute. And I just find her charming. Now, Granny over here is an A. She does much better than the grandchild over here. She just has, like, that mature woman-like charm to her. The body of the kid thing is still a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. But she makes up for it a lot. So, I don't mind. I honestly think if she was just, like, a normal, like probably not looking like a grandma, because if the guy was actually, like, fucking, like, a grandma, that'd be kind of weird. But if she didn't look like an 8-year-old, I think she'd be an S tier. But she does, so. Another A tier for me, though, is Kishika. I don't know, I think her thing is hilarious. She just wants to be coddled. Oh my god, I don't know, every single time, it's not that what she does is funny, but I always find, like, how other characters react to what she does is funny, you know? Like, the quips that the other characters will do whenever she does, like, the whole, like, baby mode thing. I think that's the funniest part. Now, another S tier is the gal over here, Aishi, however you say her name. Kind of a genius stroke on the mangaka's end to make a gal that her whole thing is she has, like, no pep. Like, she just has everything super fucking flat, but she's supposed to be, like, this eccentric gal. I mean, it's a banger. It's a banger. I don't know. And her design's so cute, and I think she just brings this very cute energy. Now, in contenders for the worst girl is Uto over here. Yeah, I don't know, fucking annoying character. I'm sorry. Not as bad as her. I honestly just want her to be the only one in F. Otherwise, she'd be an F. She's kind of annoying. I'm sorry. She just is. Not May, but mine. I mean, she's probably a C tier. I mean, she's basically just a siscon and, like, a worse version of May. So, can't really, like, say tons of great things about her, but she's also, I don't dislike her. But she's nothing eccentric or, like, that's special, in my opinion. After this, we got Momoha. The drunk, I think she's just kind of a B. She's kind of just, like, in there. Like, I don't dislike her, but I don't like her. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not ragging on her here with this one. But nothing too great coming out of her. Okay, so I'm having to just look at something. So, she would be, I don't actually know if this is the right order. Yeah, it is. Okay, I think it is. Miss Violence over here. I'd say D tier. I feel like part of it is she just hasn't had that much time to shine. But I also don't think she's been that interesting so far. In my opinion. I don't know. Maybe controversial. But still better than this girl. This girl, the numbers obsessed girl, just not very interesting. I don't know. I don't have much to say. I think... I honestly think, man, like, the author with this character was kind of running into the, oh shit, I need to find a way to make 100, like, interesting and unique people, and is just kind of having to, like, get really weird quirkinesses to them, and pulled the numbers thing out. Not a big fan, though. I do like, Era over here. I think that's how you say her name. I think she's pretty, but I don't know. I find the fact that, like, her fear is anything she can't, like, kick to be, like, very exaggerating, but also entertaining, honestly. Like, and it also, like, it's something that's kind of relatable as well. Like, anything that you could beat up, not scared of, but anything you can't is terrifying. I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it's had good moments so far, and I think she's another one of those characters, while like maybe not being perfect, like great on her own and super entertaining, she causes a lot of the other characters, you know, like the more like straight mans, like Karane, Nano, those kind of characters. And she honestly, it sucks because Kusuri is very common, the straight man, but I don't like her. But she does cause good like straight man moments in the manga. So, lastly, we have Tama, which Tama is kind of a C tier. I don't know, the cat thing, relatable. Just wanting to like turn into a cat and do nothing. I got my little hey, I'm going to get him. Look at my cat. He's perfect. This fellow's perfect. So I love my cat. Down you go, buddy, though. But I don't know. It's okay. But now, if we're actually doing rankings, I'd say that one, S tier, obviously Chad Taro, only one in there. He's already set up. And then I think S tier is always already good. Carne is definitely the top of that one. But maybe more like... like that, I'd probably say, if we're doing ordering. Ordering here, I'd say... probably that. I mean, she's like literally like the middle of the road one. I mean, her whole thing, again, is just being horny. So I feel like she's a very good, like, middle character. Looking at C tier, the rankings... probably like that. And then down here, ooh. Yeah, I mean, her, again, I think she just needs more time. I think she's kind of just lazy. And yeah, I'd say that's probably everything ordered. But yeah, I mean, fantastic series. I mean, even like F tier, I don't like her. I don't really want her in the manga. But I trust the writer. I think even the writer is so good at what they do, they could, if they did a couple more chapters focusing on Chiyo over here, I mean, any character could just be put amazing. I mean, there have been such good, like, character-specific manga chapters, like when Karane loses her Soon, or when Nano gets shrunk. I mean, stuff like that, where they kind of go back and focus on a character again to like give them the spotlight, because obviously, I mean, they're constantly having to add new characters, but when they're going to go back and kind of revisit them, it really helps solidify opinions, and like, but also give big chance for the character to get more interesting or less interesting. So I would say right now Chiyo is an F, and I don't want her in the manga, but let the manga cook, you know. I mean, they've been cooking good. So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the tier list. I do plan to be making more content. I'm hoping to do about 2 videos a month, at least 1 a month for sure. I'm also streaming more over on Twitch, if that's something that anyone wants to go check out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Peace.